Un abrazo para toda esa fanaticada luchística, principalmente para los que nos siguen en Lucha Libre Global, Facebook, Instagram y YouTube. Vamos a saludar por aquí a Daddy, no, Dad Jax, I think it is. Noticias Lucha Chile también está por aquí. Okay, we have here today real Ahmad Ken, that's correct?
Yes, sir. The Pakistan
Okay,
real Ahmad Khan.
okay.
Yeah, yes, sir.
Just listen to this because it's going to be very particular. Where are you from?
I'm born in Karachi, Pakistan. I currently live in Chicago, Illinois.
A Pakistan wrestler, my friend. Okay, how do you enter the world of lucha libre, of
Lu-
wrestling?
Yeah, the world of lucha libre and pro wrestling. I have, as anybody, I've been a fan of it since 2000. I was a 4-year-old kid. I'd watch guys like Eddie Guerrero, Stone Cold Steve Austin. You mean The Rock? I mean, we go into mid 2002 when I'd watch guys like Kurt Angle, the debut of John Cena, to all these new talent. I mean, everybody was killing it. The SmackDown 6 back in the day in 2002 took over the industry, and I felt it was a very amazing opportunity to see such amazing talent. Jesus, you have no idea how great the Ruthless Aggression era was post Attitude Era. Everybody likes to claim that the Attitude Era was the end all be all of pro wrestling, but no, Ruthless Aggression did its thing too.
Okay. Saludos a Eddie Axel, Lucas Omar 35 también te por aquí. I know that every day a wrestler is training, but how much do you have training? How many years?
I've been a professional wrestler since 2016, so I've been since I was 20 years old. I'm 29 currently. I turn 30 next year. Yeah, I mean, it's very like, I'm grateful. Every so often it feels like I've left a couple years because of, personal reasons, and, things happen in wrestling. You never, when your personal life comes into effect, you need to walk away
Mhm.
from it and then come back when things are more stable. You could ask Damian Priest that. Do you think Damian Priest did not do the same thing? He did.
Mhm.
He literally had to leave a couple years because financially he couldn't do it. And it's the same case with me. I mean, yes, you have to have good finances to do well in this business. And, the young guys will just leave and never come back because they feel like, oh, I can't afford it anymore. I can't do this. But you never leave what you love if you have passion for it.
Mhm. Saludamos a Kev Motionless. Hello, Kev. How you doing?
Oh, yeah, that's
So,
my childhood friend. Yeah, yeah, Kevin. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
so you know Kev?
Yeah, that's Kevin. Kev Motionless is my friend Kevin Urbina. He's a friend of mine. Yeah.
Okay, okay. When you start training, do you say, this is not for me, or do you like it?
I loved it. Believe me, I'll tell you this right now. Yes, was I bleeding a lot from my elbows, all that and everything? Yeah, believe me, I was taking bump. Believe me, the bleeding and everything it happened, and I had to out of the ring and clean it up. But you take the time to learn something, and anything you do in life, you keep going. That's what you have to do. You gotta just keep going.
Okay. Kev says hello y saludamos por aquí a Alfa Luchador que también está por aquí. In your first match, do you know that you was gonna be on that match or it was a surprise?
I knew I was going to be in the match. If I was told, hey, we're going to make face off against a guy who has to go get over in a sense of, he's the big guy. He's going to look like dominating you. You're going to take the pinfall. You're going to be one of the competitors. I'm like, okay, I'm good with that.
Okay. KTR Wrestling Puerto Rico, por aquí tenemos a un luchador de Pakistán, así que si tú deseas, pues mira, lo busca es Real Ahmad Khan, lo consigues y puedes también hacerle una entrevista a KTR. Is a guy who is like me. He tells stories about wrestling. He do some wrestling coverage. I don't know if he do interviews, but hey, you never know. So, which one, heel or face?
I like being the heel. The bad guy, it's so fun. You could literally mess with the crowd. You could play with your opponent. You can literally tell better stories as a heel than babyface because babyface is kind of bland. You pretty much is self-explanatory. You either know how to get the crowd to like you or you don't, and it's really harder to be liked than hated. Being hated is so much easier. When you get liked, it's going to take some time for people to adjust to you and really respect you and like you, you know?
How do the fans and some of the wrestlers receive you when you said that you are from Pakistan?
I mean, it's always been open arms. I mean, a lot of the Latinos, have been very welcoming. I mean, yes, they snicker and make jokes here and there about me, and of course, we all know what happened in '01. I don't want to get into that, but yeah, it's just a matter of where post 2001, it's always been a pain in the neck to deal with, and I didn't like the comments. I hated it. It was annoying. I had to deal with it in school, you know and it's just irritating, But at times, these days in the wrestling locker room, very respectful, muchos respectful, everybody. So, I respect everybody there, and they respect me because I take the time to, talk to them. They treat me as a person, and that's what I want and appreciate. I'm a person first. Yes, I'm Pakistani, but how could I change that?
Okay, yes, that's correct. In Pakistan, do they have wrestling companies?
Yeah, they have wrestling companies. Pro Wrestling Federation is one, and then Eastern Wrestling, Revolution Eastern Wrestling is another. REW. So there's REW and PWF. They are rival companies, so they will every so often bring in good talent to help bring in a huge name here and there. I plan on actually going there this summer in the 2026. So. I do plan on making a big impact in Pakistan. So, the great nation of Pakistan. Yes, I was born there, but I was a 2-month-old baby when my father had everything established for my eldest brother and my mother. So, yeah, I mean, I was on a plane when I was a 2-month-old baby, and then with my two-year-old brother at the mom going to Chicago, and yeah, I mean, I've lived here my whole life, but but change the fact that my birth certificate says born in Pakistan. So speaking the language, the culture, everything, I've kept that always with me. I've never changed who I am.
Okay, that's good. So before 2026, have you gone to Pakistan to have some matches there or not?
I didn't have any matches in Pakistan because I was planning on coming, but we just never worked out a date to where they wanted to book me. So it was just a matter of, time, right?
Any title that you have won so far?
I've been in title matches, but I've never won any. It's still hard, Jesus. I can't change the political game of this business. I can only compete and come there and be, you know, good attitude and make sure that I'm here to do the work, do a job, do as I say. They have a role for me on the show. I do what is I'm told.
Okay, I understand. So your next match, where and when it's gonna be?
I am actually making my return match. I haven't wrestled the whole year of 2025. I took the year off because I needed the reset and get. Um, I did. I am coming back January the 2nd at MIACW and BCW in Wisconsin, in Oak Creek, Wisconsin. It's called the Oak Creek Rumble. So it'll be
Okay.
seconds. New competitor comes in. I don't know the entries we have, but regardless, I look forward to seeing the boys again, being the guys and girls again, and have a good time and the fans. Most importantly.
Who have been the toughest wrestler that you have to have a match?
I haven't had any matches specifically with anybody, but I have refereed again with them. So Super Crazy, I do work as a referee, so Super Crazy is one of them. You know, I'm very gracious to have his number and be in contact with him to this day. I met him in person 2021. We hung out. I took him to Indianapolis for a seminar once, and yeah, it was such an amazing experience.
Well, I think that you have a connection there, so maybe someday you can go to Mexico and have a match.
Right. Not just with Super Crazy, Bandito as well. So Bandito's Jim, very very amazing talent. Such a humble guy, amazing father, amazing brother. His brother. Rabbit, very nice guy.
Okay. So Ahmed, if somebody wants to contact you to tell you, hey, I want you in my country
Right.
to wrestler, how can they find you on the social media?
They could find me here on Instagram at realahmad.con. That's my Instagram. My Twitter is at realahmad.con. Facebook, it's my first legal name, Ahmad, Rahamn, and then in brackets Khan. Uh, TikTok, I'm realahmad.con as well as on there. So yeah, I mean, if it comes down to it, if they email me from a professional standpoint, my email is ahmadr28@hotmail.com. If
Okay.
they contact me, I'm more than welcome to do the travel, do the time, and have be give an absolute show to the people when you give me the chance to be there with you. I'm actually going to Espirito Dojo in PR. Uh, my good friend Hijo de Enigma, very amazing talent. He's such a talented young guy around my age, and yeah, I look forward to going to his dojo. And he teaches there as well. So I want to develop more lucha libre PR. So I want to I'll talk to Enigma and let's see if he has anything available.
So maybe we can say that you will come to Puerto Rico to have a match?
Oh yeah, I'm more than ready to have a match in PR. You believe that, bro? Believe you
Mhm.
PR, you're gonna have a comp ticket ready for you.
Okay. Do you like hardcore matches?
Yeah, I mean matches. I'm always wanting to get myself out there and give a good show, man. I mean blood, sweat, and tears. That's what this hardcore matches bring. That story.
Well, here in Puerto Rico, we have a couple of guys that are crazy in hardcore.
Oh yeah, I've seen them.
Yeah.
Believe me, I've seen them all in lucha shows. They're big time guys. They don't play around.
So, so I know that you have a lot of fans. What can you say to them?
I mean, obviously, I love those love and support. Even when I walk away, sometimes they know that, hey, at least he's still giving his all to come back and give us a good show. I wish he would stick around more often, and he could have been a lot more further in life if he stayed. If he stayed instead of leaving every couple years. Do I regret that? Yes, but do I keep coming back for more? You bet I do.
Ok. Señores, cuando finalice esta entrevista, quédense pendiente que hay un video de una lucha de este caballero para que la disfruten, para que lo vean, para que analicen y si usted lo quiere en su tierra para luchar allá, pues mire, ya usted sabe, Rear Ahmed Ken. Ustedes lo buscan por ahí en Instagram, donde él todo lo dijo, lo buscan ahí. My time will come. Hello from Puerto Rico. So, thank you for being here. You have been my friend in 2023
Yes, sir.
because I remember the interview I made the first time that I was like this, saying, "What? A Pakistan wrestler is going to give me an interview? Oh my God!" I really admire your job. I admire your dedication, your heart for pro wrestling, and soon, maybe this year, there's going to be another interview because you are going to return. So I'm going to make you interview so you can tell me how do you feel that you have returned to wrestling. Actitud lucha por aquí también. Thank you very much for your time. Have a nice 2020 year. Happy New Year.
Oh yeah.
And this year, I'm going to contact you again.
Oh yeah, Feliz Año Nuevo, Feliz Navidad, and post Christmas. Yeah, I mean I always appreciate you, Jesus. You're a very kind man, and more importantly, I always enjoyed talking with you. You've been very supportive of me, and I mean the journey is never going to end. I turn 30 in next year. I plan on doing great things, and more importantly, coming back to your podcast and telling the people of PR all over the world that I'm going to do well.
Okay, Kev Motionless says 2026 will be a good year for Ahmed Khan.
Oh yeah, you see that? That's Kevin for you. He's always going to be my biggest supporter, and he's come to some of my shows. So, yeah, you bet that, Kev. I can tell you that right now, Kevin. I'm going to do well. You can guarantee that.
Saludos a GSA.Goshi. Brian started here. So, Kev, he's a fan or he's a wrestler?
Which one?
Kev.
Oh, Kev Motionless. He's a friend of mine. He's my childhood friend. I grew up here in Chicago.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, that's good to have some friends. So, thank you very much
Oh yeah.
for your time. And remember, next year, another interview. Thank you.
Jesus, you have a good one. Thank you.
Crushing famous Golden Eagles coach. Oh boy! Alright, here we go. Second match of the night. Lucha Triangular. It's a triple threat match. Angel de la Sombra rushes in on Mason Perks with a forearm and several chops early. Ahmad Khan, seconded by Kevin Ultra, his manager in the corner. You got a week and one to beat the other. It's a race to the finish line. Who can score the pinfall or submission the fastest? And outside of OLT, there have been issues that have developed between Perks and Sombra. And now it's broken down completely in a 2-on-1 situation. Clearly Khan and Sombra are going to try to weaken Perks to the point of no return, so he has no chance of winning whatsoever. Yeah, you can tell the attitude adjustment and the change that has taken place. Not Angel de la Sombra. And Ultra with a joke right there. What did he use right there? A chain? How did he get away with coming out with that? I sense that the post-apocalyptic Playboy has a lot of surprises in store for Lucha Libre Total in this next season. And they've never seen anything like this here previously. Look at that double team attack. Khan launching Sombra into Perks. The damage was done. Double team spine buster neck breaker combo. And Ultra is celebrating, but his man didn't win yet. Triple threat environment, Lucha Triangular. No friends in this one. Everyone's an enemy. And you just saw it right there. Sombra's not going to let Khan win this match. Well, check out this physicality. These two starting to push each other around. And, you know, to think that the sister promotion, Guerreros Internacionales, 2 weeks ago, Ahmad Khan nearly stole the show, beating the daylights out of Perks half the time anyway. In a scramble environment. This is not a scramble. I mean, it has elements of a scramble, but there are far fewer participants. Khan on the run. Oh my, he launched that forearm into Perk's jaw, and he fell right off of the apron onto this unforgiving hardwood floor below. And Perks is coughing up a lung. Sombra and Khan are trying to finish off the argument. Who was supposed to win? Who is going to win? Now, those are all totally different variables in this one. Big takedown by Sombra, but a 2-round suspects. This match continues. Angel de la Sombra has been in challenging situations in Lucha Libre Total. Being in Cicero Stadium in a high-pressure environment, he got dropped on the back of his head more than once. But tonight, he wants to rewrite his future in Lucha Libre Total. Quick roll-up! The Perks couldn't win it right there. And the clothesline, you can see how quickly Sombra recovered and dropped the man with the freshest dreads in Lucha Libre Total. The workout training and conditioning have helped make Mason Perks what he is today. But he might be exhausted from the schedule he's been competing under. He's been really putting a lot of stress and miles into his body for sure. Ahmad Khan, Pakistani rock star, representing a new generation of young athletes here in LLT. A breathtaking talent with personality, trash talking, awesome height and reach. And he can wrestle various different styles in the ring, and he's got a lot to prove. from True Privilege, from Wrestle League. He wants to prove he belongs, that he can endure against anybody and everybody, and he's a force to be reckoned with. A good striker with running gun offense. Look at that, it's Perks with a splash in the corner. And Sombra says, okay, well, if you want to play that game, I can do it too. Big forearm, he crushed 2 in 1. And Angel De La Sombra might be in cruise control on his way to a huge win for himself and himself only in LT for the first time. But Kevin Specs only counted at 2. The world is eventually going to realize that the only Khan that matters is Ahmad Khan. But can Khan get back to his feet and fight Angel De La Sombra? And will he use his reflexes and his speed? Nah, he's going to use his vicious kicks and striking, his elusive attacks to weaken the taller Ahmad Khan right here in this particular contest. Gotta watch out for the DDTs at any moment. Angel De La Sombra sends Perks all the way to the floor below. What a devastating landing. And you can hear Perks shouting in the distance. He might have hurt himself something nasty and significant, as he's literally walked away from the match entirely, favoring his arm. Snapmare takeover by Angel De La Sombra. The dropkick does the damage to the shoulder. Gotta be concerned with Perks. He's trying desperately to crawl back to the ring. Perks, with one flying knee, can beat anybody. We've seen it before. Oh boy, backstabber right there, and Khan's been rocked. Might have knocked all the air out of Ahmad Khan. And Perks rushes in and breaks up the pinning attempt as quickly as possible. The energy, the efficiency of Mason Perks, blazing a trail for himself, so driven. His reputation's on the line. It's your boy, chop it back on Angel De La Sombra here. He stands on business, you heard? Yeah, you can point your fingers all you want, but Perks' confidence is at an all-time high. With the titles he's earned and the big matches, the trails that he has blazed, he's ready for a fresh new season of Lucha Libre Total to rule this ring his way. Sombra, oh wow, fisherman neck breaker, nicely done. Sombra on top, high with a last-second drop kick break for a pinning attempt. And this match has been going on in all sorts of different directions. Who has the most momentum at this point? Yeah, Kevin Ultra shouting for all the Khans in the world to pay attention, and all the fans to make some noise for the Pakistani rock star. The #1 top entertainer with the sunglasses, the looks and the appeal to prove it. Yeah, he knows he's the stuff. He'll tell you for hours on end. He just won't stop talking about himself. Big crushing clothesline by Khan in the corner. And Khan showing his blazing speed as he goes from corner to corner. But Sombra better up in time. That rocked the taller man. All right, so here we go. Perks now has an opportunity now that Khan's down to do his magic and try to weaken and drop Sombra. And Zaguri out of nowhere. Khan broke it up too close for comfort. And any time that you think you have one beaten, the other one sneaks in and stops it. That's the scenario in these Lucha Triangulars. As soon as you think you have the match won, you don't. That's the importance of weakening one to the point of no return. Oh, did you see him rear back on that one? You can hear the impact echoing off the walls of the world-famous Golden Eagles Club. High-flying, rough-riding leg drop from 7 feet in the air, but Sombra broke it up in time. The pace of the action has slowed down slightly, and you can probably notice that the three are laboring in pain and discomfort as this match progresses. They've thrown the kitchen sink at each other so far. And there's the knee! Perks has put a lot of individuals out with this single shot. And check this out, Khan's saved the match for himself and potentially Sombra as well by breaking up that pinning attempt, which would have been a surefire victory for It's Your Boy Mason Perks in our second battle at LLT season premiere for 2024. This is interesting. Ultra on the outside with Angel de la Sombra. That's not the man he represents. Meanwhile, he's focused on what's happening in the ring, and the fans want to see Perks chop Ahmad Khan to smithereens. There's another flying knee. That one could be the dead shot, and it is. It's over. Mason Perks has won it after all. The Technicals on a roll here to start off the new season of LLT. Yeah, Perks had to do two flying Bushido high knee smashes to his two opponents to improve his chances of winning, and eventually there was no gas left for the others. Perks is the winner at Lucha Libre Total as he enjoys some of the fans' beverages. I don't know if he asked for permission in advance. Con permiso, por favor. Kevin Ultra carrying the remnants of what's left of the Pakistani rock star, or trying to hold him back, one of the two. Maybe he can show him how he can rock with that chain. Maybe that would improve his chances of winning next time.
Look at my chains, that's real gold, y'all been told.